Hey there everyone, Tim here and you're watching TC's World. And today me and Nikki are in Coventry, Rhode Island at the Summit, to be more specific, where the old Summit General Store used to be. And this is the start of the paved bike trail, Moosup Valley Parkway bike trail that goes from Moosup all the way into Rhode Island to Providence. So we're starting here today. We're gonna bike all the way over. I think last time we took this, we just explored it real quick without doing any filming, and we ended up somewhere over here. This is the Coventry Greenway. This is what it's called. Oh, in Connecticut it's the Moosup Valley Trail. That's why I remember it as the Coventry Greenway. In Connecticut it's called the Moosup Valley Trail. In Rhode Island it's called the Coventry Greenway. It's all the same trail. From here on west it's not paved. From here on east it is. I believe it goes at least 20 miles into Rhode Island and ends just south of Providence. Don't think we're going to make it that far today, but we're going to explore it. Hopefully there'll be some cool things to see. I'll stop at the interesting areas and do some commentary. But there's, you know, this is the old Summit Station. This tells you all about it. This is off of Summit Road in Coventry, just off of Route 117. And it's a beautiful day. We're gonna bike as far down as we can and explore it in a couple hours that we have. And just like always, I'll have this whole trail on video, so if you want to watch the whole trail, see what the whole thing looks like, you can. And I'll put chapters at the bottom of the screen to skip to the areas where I talk if you just want to see the highlights. And hopefully enjoy. All right, so we're going to begin our adventure now here from Summit, Rhode Island and Coventry, heading east down the Coventry Greenway, further into Rhode Island. I don't think we're going to make it all the way to the end of this trail today, but we got a couple hours to ride. So I'm hoping to make it at least 10 miles down the trail, so maybe we'll get a 10-mile video of what this trail looks like. But here we go. So just checked in with Nikki. We've gone 3 miles in about 18 minutes. Stopped real quick for a little update. This is also a nice spot here. It's a nice bridge and a swampy pond. I think this is Stump Pond, but I'm not sure. There's a dam on the other side. You can't really see it through the trees. But yeah, 3 miles in 18 minutes. We're making a pretty good time. We're gonna keep going. See what else we can find. So I thought I'd make one more stop here at the Coventry Center parking area for the Greenway, for the Trestle Greenway. And these parking lots are dotted all along this trail along Route 117 that follows the trail through Rhode Island. And you can look it up, find a good parking spot. It's good for you to start on a trailer every couple miles along the trail. Is one of these parking areas, but each one of these parking areas, it'll tell you what the station was. If there's a station there, it'll tell you about the railway. It'll also tell you where you are. So we're here. So these are pretty cool, pretty helpful to teach you a little bit of the history of the railway and what it was used for. And it's no longer there. It's now this nice bike trail for us to travel. So this is one of the cooler places you pass along the trail here, the Coventry Greenway. It's the bridge over the Flat Water Reservoir, or Flat River Reservoir, I should say. The bridge over the Flat River Reservoir. Probably a good 40 feet above the river here, above this lake. And it's a beautiful view from up here. Check out the other side. Just a cool place to stop, take a little break, enjoy the view of the scenery. Got all these little locks that people have left behind on the fence. And just a cool spot along the trail. So that's another cool place you pass along the trail here. A little general store and tavern. Get a drink, get something to eat, take a break. It's a good spot. So me and Nikki stopped at a place called Udder Delights for a little drink. It's right off of Route 117. It's where the trail crosses Route 117. And nice little place to stop. Grab a snack, grab a drink, grab an ice cream. Continue on your journey. So Nikki tells me we're up to about 5.5 miles. Did that in about 30 minutes. So make a pretty good time. I stopped at this board, but there's really not too much information here. Maybe there's something better on the other side. Yeah, a little bit better. This kind of shows you the trail right here. This is the part that's unpaved, heading off into Connecticut, and we did some of this on my experimental video with my head cam. We started here. Actually, is that flat? No, we should start somewhere around here. So this is an outdated map because it is complete in this area now. But we're heading up this way. I'm not exactly sure where we are yet, but this is all part of the East Coast Greenway. This is part of the trail, which is really cool.
Yeah, but where'd we start?
We started in Coventry, somewhere over here. So this is outdated because some of this is complete now. I don't know when this map was made. But this spot's look pretty cool. There's some old train tracks left here from when this used to be a railroad, working railroad. And there's some good information up here on this board about the Coventry Greenway, which is what we're on now. It's also part of the East Coast Greenway, which when completed will go from Florida to Maine. And this section of trail is extremely nice to ride so far. It's been a lot of street crossings recently, but we are getting closer and closer to Providence, getting closer and closer to more developed land. What's that, Nikki?
2008.
Okay, yeah, that's really old.
2008.
Okay, so the map was made in 2008, and I know for a fact that the trail, some of that trail wasn't finished yet in 2008, but it is now. They need to update some of this stuff. It's more than 10 years old. But no, it's a beautiful day. We're having fun. I got to change the battery out in the camera, then we're going to continue east and north towards Providence. Like I said, not sure how far we're going to go, but I would like to go at least probably another 5 miles before we turn around. We'll see how far we can get. So we are now in Washington, Rhode Island, still heading east and north on the Coventry Greenway. Oh, we just went over a really cool bridge, and now we're crossing over another bridge which goes over the south branch of the Pawtucket River. Just west of me was a mill we passed, which is really cool. It's a lot of really cool sights to see on this trail, and as we get further and further into Rhode Island and closer to Providence, there's more and more development, more and more places to see. We passed an ice cream place, a drink place. The first thing we passed way up near the Flat River is the Flat River Bar and Grill, which usually has a sign out the trail. They did last time, but may not be open yet because it's early, so that sign may not be there. But we're going to continue on this trail. How many miles we gone, Nikki? There's another mill over here off in the... 0.61. So we've gone over 6.5 miles now, a little more than 6.5 miles. And it's been a great ride so far. This trail is awesome. It's been all downhill since Summit, which makes sense because I think Summit was named Summit because that's where the highest point of the railroad was. But we're going to continue on and see what else we can find. Oh, me and Nikki found this little spot to stop, take a little break, have a drink, have a snack. It's a brand new highway bridge, it looks like, right here, with a road on it. Goes underneath it. And we're getting really close to Warwick now. We're not too far away from TF Green and stuff, so we've gone quite a ways. We've gone like, what, 7 miles now, at least?
7.2 miles.
Yeah, it's gone over 7 miles so far. And boy, has the trail changed a lot from being real wooded and secluded to being out in the urban sprawl of Providence. But it's getting more and more thick as we go that way, but I'm sure there's all kinds of cool things to see. We passed a strange factory that has a symbol I don't recognize, but I'm sure some of you Rhode Islanders, if you watch this, you'll know exactly what that factory is. But no, it's been a great day so far. So along this part of the trail, it's now the West Warwick Greenway, also known as the Coventry Greenway, or in Connecticut the Moosup Valley Greenway or Moosup Valley Trail. Been biking it for a couple hours here, and this is a cool little spot that we come across, so I figured I'd make a quick video here. Big old mill here. This is the Royal Mills at River Point. And just up ahead the trail, there was another really cool bridge we crossed. Doing all these videos after the fact on the way back. We rode 11 miles or so we got to ride 11 miles back. So this will be a 22-mile bike ride by the time we're done today. But stopped here. There's a nice little bench. Take a little break, grab a little drink. Not going to hang out here long because it's out in the wide open sun. So I think we're gonna stop now and head and turn around. We've been out here for a good hour and a half, maybe an hour 45 minutes or so. It's been all downhill to this point, so it's gonna be all uphill going back, but it's a nice light grade, but it's gonna be slower going back. We just crossed the Pawtucket River. This cool old railroad bridge right here, and just up the trail is 295. Beyond that is Cranston and Providence, and we're not going to venture out that far today. I think we're probably about 5 miles or so from the end of this trail. It's really starting to get very urban-y. There's not too many woods left. It's a lot of urban sprawl in this area, but it's been a really fun ride. There's a lot of people out here enjoying this trail. It's a really nice trail to bike, and it's been really fun. And we've done 11 miles of this trail, so the whole paved section is probably about, I thought it was about 20 miles. It's probably more like 15 miles, but we've done 11 miles. Pretty good. Gonna leave it at that, and I can just want to encourage you to get out on this trail if you like biking, because it's a really awesome trail to explore. You can spend a lot of time out here. You can spend a whole day. It'll probably take you a whole day if you're good at bike riding to do the whole thing. And there's some restaurants, ice cream places and stuff along the way. You can stop, get refreshments, get a drink, get something to eat. But yeah, it's been fun. If you've enjoyed this video, click like and subscribe. Until next time.